What is a Google account? Google account is an account created by a computer user to be used by him so that he can avail of the Google services. According to Encarta Thesaurus, among the meanings of the term account is report or description. Therefore, a Google account would mean a report or description about a user who availed of the Google services. One of the Google services that can be availed of by a user which requires a Google account is Gmail. Gmail is a free email service developed by Google. Basically, using the Gmail service, a user can compose, receive, or send electronic mail email. Some Google services may be accessed even without an account. This includes Google Search, YouTube, Google Books, Google Finance and Google Maps. Be that as it may, a Google account is required for transferring recordings to YouTube and for making alters in Google Maps. What are the examples of Google applications or services? The following are some of the examples of Google applications or services: Web History, AdWords, Blogger, YouTube, Google Plus discontinued, Google Search, Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, Google Hangouts, Google Wallet, Google Finance, Google Groups, Google Maps, Google News, Google Alerts, Google Sites, Google Sheets, Picasa, Google Photos, Google Docs, Google Meet, Google Duo, Google Contacts, G Suite, Google Webmaster Tools, Google Shopping. What are the information needed to create a Google account? The following are the information needed to create a Google account, which are the personal information about a user such as name, username, password, birth date, gender, phone number, and current email address. They are considered personal information because these information provided by the user personally identify the user or the Google account holder himself. In other words, all of the information provided by him all point to his personality. Why Google account is needed to be created? A Google account is required to be created for the purposes of access, authentication, and authorization to certain online Google services. It is also needed in order to protect the user's account from unauthorized access by others. How Google protects the user account? Google uses different ways to protect the Google account. Among the ways of protecting the Google account are the following. 1. User may provide a recovery email address to allow them to reset their password if they have forgotten it, or if their account is hacked. 2. Google may requires one-time use of a mobile phone number to send an account validation code by SMS text messaging or voice message when creating a new account. 3. Two-step verification option which requests a validation code each time the user logs into their Google account. The code is either generated by an application called Google Authenticator, or other similar apps, or received from Google as an SMS text message, a voice message, or an email to another account. 4. Users, who seek an even higher level of security protection, can opt into Google's Advanced Protection Program. In this option, a user is required to purchase 2 U2F USB keys, not for data storage, but for identity verification. The U2F keys are used to provide two-step verification during login. One is for backup purposes, in case the first is lost. The said program includes additional security measures to protect the user's account, like restrictions on which applications he can grant access to their account, and a more thorough identity verification process for regaining access to the account if the password is forgotten.